Welcome to a genuinely amazing tale that is being told right now in the San Joaquin Valley of California. Today we're delving deeply into the astounding enigma surrounding Lake Tulare's incredibly quick return. But as the waves come back, they bring a terrible secret that is trembling this area to its very core. Due to agricultural diversion and drought, Lake Tulare, formerly one of the greatest freshwater lakes west of the Mississippi River, vanished in the 20th century. It appeared to be a forgotten memory, but in 2023 something unexpected occurred. The long-dormant lake started inexplicably rising and filled up quickly. Everyone was shocked by what came to the surface after the floods poured into the area that had been dry for almost a century. We'll look at how and why this ancient lake is filling up so quickly today, as well as the potentially dangerous mystery it conceals. Before delving into the specifics of Tulare's resurgence, it is crucial to comprehend the historical setting. This area was once a spectacular and diverse ecosystem of wetlands, nourished by streams from many sources, in a bygone era. However, European immigrants began to arrive in the middle of the 1800s, altering the topography for agriculture and diverting water away from the lake. By the year 1899, the lake had lost its connection to its sources, which caused it to shrink and subsequently dry up for the first time in recorded history. An era came to an end when the lake bed, which was once alive with life, was turned into agricultural land. But Tulare Lake's importance went beyond its surface. According to geological data, it was once a part of a much bigger ancient lake that covered a sizable amount of the Central Valley of California. The California landscape was molded throughout time by seismic forces and erosion, which caused the lake to alternately drain and replenish. Today, after a miraculous series of atmospheric rivers in California, Tulare Lake has quickly returned to its former glory. The lake, which formerly covered 800 square miles, but has since shrunk, is teeming with life and draws fish and birds to its banks. This revival was a reason for joy for many, but it wasn't without cost. Numerous routes have been forced to close due to the flooding, which has caused some people to wonder how resilient the smaller nearby cities will be. Dairies were forced to move their cattle to safer ground after evacuation orders were issued. The re-emergence of Tulare Lake is seen in satellite photographs taken over the past few weeks, which show enormous tracts of land submerged by the lake's waters. Throughout the winter, California was subjected to a constant barrage of more than a dozen atmospheric river storms, which caused more than 1,200 buildings in Tulare County to sustain damage. Numerous thousands of animals have perished, along with crops being ruined, jobs being lost, and the need to escape damaged homes. By causing some portions of the land to sink by as much as 15 feet, changing the geography of the original lake, and increasing its susceptibility to floods, this flooding has also highlighted the long-term repercussions of groundwater pumping. However, despite this perilous scenario, officials are doing all in their power to lessen the growing panic brought on by Tulare Lake's reappearance. Residents have stepped forward to help with mitigation efforts by removing submerged electrical transformers from the lake, including airboat pilot Mr. Coughlin. The Kings County Sheriff's Office acquired its airboat after realizing the necessity to change the environment. However, they advised the general public to observe the "Do Not Enter" signs and remain away from the lake. It is vital to control the water flow before it reaches Tulare Lake, and efforts are being made in unison in this direction. Water is collected and stored in reservoirs, some of which are utilized to irrigate crops and orchards. To replace depleted groundwater, water is also being directed to percolate into the ground. Cities along the Los Angeles River are receiving much-needed water supplies thanks to the California Aqueduct, which receives tens of thousands of acre-feet of water per year from the Kern River. Although these actions provide some alleviation, they are not a permanent solution. Communities are addressing the continued risk of summer flooding by assessing and bolstering their defenses during the break between destructive winter storms and looming spring melting. However, the situation is still fluid and difficult, necessitating constant coordination and readiness. The flooding has had an impact on more than just animals and farms. It has also disrupted construction projects and harmed other villages, highlighting serious dam-related problems in the state. A crucial issue is how to strike a balance between the expansion of infrastructure and the protection of natural areas. So what comes next? To deal with the floods, locals in California's Tulare Basin are taking matters into their own hands. Experts forecast that the current phase of the crisis will be a protracted one lasting for months. They are also getting ready for mosquito season and are worried about possible water system pollution. It is becoming evident that there will be no quick resolution to the disarray brought on by Tulare Lake's comeback. The neighborhood is committed to overcoming these obstacles and defending its way of life and beloved landscape. Keep in mind that despite suffering, communities can be strong and resilient. Until the next episode, take care.